ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत् व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वर श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। नत्वा श्रीभारती तीर्थ
नत्वा श्रीभारतीतीर्थ
विद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरो
विद्यारण्यमुनीश्वरो
अधीमहे पञ्चदशीम्
धीमहि पञ्चदशीम्
कैवल्यपदसिद्धये
कैवल्यपदसिद्धये।
श्लोक नंबर 38। अभाने स्थूलदेहस्य
स्थूलदेहस्य
स्वप्ने यद्भानमात्मनः
स्वप्ने यद्भानमात्मनः
सोऽन्वयो व्यतिरेकस्तत् भानेन्यानवभासनम्।
सोऽन्वयो व्यतिरेकस्तद्भानेन्यानवभासनम्।
लिङ्गाभाने सुषुप्तौ स्यात्
लिङ्गाभाने सुषुप्तौ स्यात्
आत्मनो भानमन्वयः व्यतिरेकस्तु तद्भाने
व्यतिरेकस्तु तद्भाने
लिङ्गस्याभानमुच्यते
लिङ्गस्य भानमुच्यते
लिङ्गस्याभानमुच्यते
तद्विवेकाद्विविक्ता स्युः
तद्विवेकाद्
विवेकाद्विविक्ता स्युः
कोशाः प्राणमनोधियः
कोशा
कोशा
प्राणमनोधियः
प्राणमनोधियः
ते हि तत्र गुणावस्था भेदमात्रात् पृथक् कृताः
ते हि
ते हि
तत्र
तत्र
गुणावस्था
गुणावस्था
भेदमात्रात्
भेदमात्रः
पृथक्
कृताः
कृताः
सुषुप्त्यभाने भानन्तु
सुषुप्त्यभाने भानन्तु
समाधावात्मनोऽन्वयः
समाधावात्मनोऽन्वयः
व्यतिरेकस्त्वात्मभाने
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 सुषुप्त्यनवभासनम्
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 यथा मुञ्जादिशीकैवम्
यथा
मुञ्जादिशीकैवम्
मुञ्जादिशीकैवम्
आत्मा युक्त्या समुद्धृतः
आत्मा युक्त्या
आत्मयुक्त्या
समुद्धृतः
समुद्धृतः
शरीरत्रतयाद्धीरैः
शरीरत्रया
शरीरत्रयाधीरैः
धीरैः
परं ब्रह्मैव जायते
परं
परं
ब्रह्मैव
ब्रह्मैव
जायते
जायते
Through the Anvaya Vyatireka method, Anvaya Vyatireka Abhyam, Atmanam Panchakoshatah Uddhritya Param Brahma Prapadyate. By the Anvaya Vyatireka method, inclusion-exclusion method, analyzing the Panchakosha, separating the Atma cognitively, Tataha Uddhritya, understanding that Atma is Brahmanaha Abhinnaha Jagat Karanam Brahmanaha Abhinnaha Param Brahmaiva Prapadyate. Knowing that Atma is not separate from Brahma, he gains Brahma. Gaining Brahma, he knows. Knowing is gaining. He knows Agam Jagat Karanam Brahma. Not different from the Jagat Karanam Brahma. Agam Brahma Asmi iti. And this Anvaya Vyatireka is applied for the Shariratrayam. The Shariratrayam, the three Sharira which are obtained in three avastha, Jagrat avastha, Sushupti avastha, Swapna avastha, as well as one more avastha, Samadhi avastha, which is also included in Jagrat avastha. So therefore only three avastha. It is not the fourth avastha. Samadhi avastha also, Jagrat avastha only. In the three avastha, the three Shariram which are obtained, the three Shariram otherwise can be looked upon as five kosha. Therefore it is Panchakosha Viveka. स्थूलदेहस्य अभानं कस्याम् अवस्थायां स्वप्नावस्थायां आत्मनः भानं, that is अन्वया. स्थूलदेहस्य अभानं आत्मनः भानं. And सूक्ष्म शरीरस्य in the sushupti avasthayam सूक्ष्म शरीरस्य अभानं आत्मनः भानं अन्वयः. Similarly, in the Samadhi Avastha, Sukshma Sharirasya Bhanam Atmanaha Bhanam Anvayaha. So Atma which inheres in all the Avastha. Whereas the Shariram, Sukshma Shariram is excluded in the Stula Shariram is excluded in the Swapna Avastha, and Sukshma Shariram is excluded in the Sushupti Avastha, and Karna Shariram is excluded in the Samadhi Avastha. Therefore, Vitirekaha iti Atmanaha Anvayaha Sharira Trayasya Atava Panchakoshasya Vitirekaha Drishyate. It has been shown. And the author says in the 42nd shloka, which we saw in the last class, Yata Munjadi Shikaiva. Munjat Ishika. As from the Munja grass, Ishika, the tender, the stem, the grass, which is separated carefully, otherwise it will tear the skin. Similarly, Atma Yuktya Samudrataha. So one has to apply Buddhi, the Viveka. Therefore, Sharira Tritayat Dhirahi, this Atma Yuktya Samit Udrataha, having separated, Param Brahmaiva Jayate. Param Brahmaiva Jayate. Jayate is Aham Param Brahma Bhavati. Bhavami. Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. Jayate is born, but not born. Not he is born Brahma. He is already Brahma. Therefore, he doesn't become Brahma. Jayate means Bhavati. Bhavati means becomes, but not becoming. He doesn't become Brahma. Already he is Brahma, Shuddha Brahma. The Shariram is a Upadhi, it is Mithya. The Sharira is Mithya Upadhi, Vyashti Upadhi, Mithya Upadhi for Jiva. The Jagat is a Samashti Upadhi for Ishvara, that is Mithya, that is Maya, that is Ishvarasya Vibhuti, that is also Mithya. Upadhi is Mithya, Surupam is Chaitanya. Vyashti Jivasya Surupam Atma Pratyahatma, and Samashti Ishvarasya Brahma, Chaitanya. So Atma, Agam Atma, Tad Brahma. That is the truth. And this, with the help of the Shastram, supported by the Yukti, the reasoning is in keeping with the Shastram, Shruti Sammata Tarka, Tena, applying this Anvaya Vitireka method, he understands Agam Brahmasmi. Brahmaiva Jayate is Brahmavit Brahmaiva Bhavati. Not that he becomes Brahma, he recognizes himself to be Brahma. Iti. This is the Viveka. This is the Viveka by which the person understands. And the Viveka is, the Viveka is there because it does the analysis. The analysis, the Mimamsa, is in keeping with the Tarka, the logic. It doesn't go against the Tarka, the logic. Nothing is Kalpita, nothing is imagined. It is all Shruti Sammata Tarka, logically in keeping with the Shruti, it is established. Therefore, there is no question of that it has to be believed. There is no belief, there is no dogma, there is no theory involved. It is so clear from the Shastram along with the Yukti that Atma is Brahma. Atma is Brahma Eva. That Brahma, that Jnanam, this Jnanam is, which is not known. Now because of Viveka, it is known. Not that Because I don't know, I'm not that. I am that, I don't know. Now, by the application of the buddhi, by exposing oneself to pravanam, by the exposition, by making ourselves available to the pravanam, shastra pravanam, and applying the yukti, this fact is understood. The fact which is unfolded by the shastram is understood. Only by the shastram. Also, because we apply yukti, we cannot say yukti, the reasoning is a separate reasoning as a separate pramanam can be used to know this fact. We cannot say because Brahma is not available for pramanam. Brahma is not available for any other means of knowledge other than Shastram. Shastram only reveals Brahma and Shastram only reveals Aikyam. Therefore, without Shastram, logically, I will arrive at the fact. We cannot say. Logical arrival at this fact by Tarka is not possible. If it is so, then Shastram ceases to be a Pramanam. And also it is not possible. It is not possible. What you arrive by logic depends on the Pratyaksha, the Pramanam. Pratyaksha or Anumana. But Brahma is not Pratyaksha. It is not available for your Pratyaksha, the Pramanam. Therefore, by mere logic, one cannot prove this. Therefore, only Shruti Sammata Tarka. Tarka, the logic in keeping with the Shastra, Shruti Sammata Tarka. Shruti Sammata Tarko Sandhiyata. Iti Sadhana Panchakam Acharya says. So therefore, Anvaya Vitireka, by Anvaya Vitireka, this is understood. Param Brahma Jayate, Param Brahma Janati. Jayate is equal to Janati. Avagachati. He knows, recognizes himself to be that Brahma iti. Then comes the next shloka, where certain important things are to be discussed. Here in this shloka, the author introduces Lakshana Vritti. Introduces Lakshana Vritti, which is a part of Mimamsa. Mimamsa is Pujya Vicharaha Mimamsa, inquiry into the words of the Vakyams, the words of the sentence, and therefore the Vakyam, the sentence, analyzing the sentence, is called Mimamsa. To arrive at the Tatparyam of the Veda Vakya, we apply our buddhi and we analyze and we come to the conclusion of the Tatparyam of the Shastra. That is called Mimamsa. For that we apply Shadlinga, etc. Like Upakramopasamharaha, etc. Those 7 lingas, 6 lingas, Shadlingas, 6 indicators we say. So that all those are applied in arriving at the Tatparyam of the Shastra. Whether the Vakyam, does it reveal something or is it just a Arthavada, etc. All those things are analyzed. So Shadlinga, etc. All these comprise the Mimamsa Shastra. Mimamsa is analysis, there's nothing to do with Purva Mimamsa or Uttara Mimamsa. Purva Mimamsa, otherwise called the otherwise called it is the Mimam, that's Darshanam. The Darshanam, for which the Jaimani is the Acharya. His view is that Shastram has commitment in only in karma. The commitment of the Shastram is only in doing, not in knowing. Whereas Uttara Mimamsa, otherwise called Vedanta, for which the Darshanacharya is, Darshanika is Vyasacharya. His view is the Tatparyam of the Vedanta, Vedanam Antah Vedanta, it is Jnanam. So that is Darshanam. And Darshanikas are different. Jaimini look upon the whole Veda as one Shastra, whereas Vyasacharya looks upon the Veda as into two. Therefore, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa iti, it is Darshana. Darshana Veda is, that is different. There Mimamsa is different. Here Mimamsa means inquiry. Inquiry into the words. Shastra being Shabdatmakam, Shabdam, the words have to be analyzed. We cannot take sometimes the literal meaning of the words. Not sometimes. In fact, the important Vakya which is unfolded by the Shastram, the Mahavakya, Tattvam Asi, etc., those cannot be literally taken. Those cannot be literally taken. Tat Tvam Asi. If this Vakya is said to a layman, what he would understand? I am that. I am that. The literal meaning of this Vakyam, without analysis, if it is taken as it is, then with the upadhi, the person, a jiva, may understand, wrongly understand, aham Brahma, aham Ishvara. That is without inquiry, avichara siddha. That's why vichara is required. Inquiry into the words. What does the word in the vakyam mean? What does it indicate? That's what lakshana vritti. The method of understanding the meaning of the words, analyzing the word and therefore understanding the words, and therefore arriving at the tatparyam of the sentence, that is called mimamsa. So that is what being talked about in this shloka. So we will discuss what are the different types of this lakshana vritti. Let us read this shloka. Paraparatmanorevam
परापरात्मनोरेवम्
युक्त्या सम्भावितैकथा
युक्त्या सम्भावितैकथा
तत्त्वमस्यादिवाक्यैः सा
तत्त्वमस्यादिवाक्यैः स्यात्
भागत्यागेन लक्ष्यते
भागत्यागेन लक्ष्यते
पर अपर परापर आत्मनोः परापर आत्मनोः पर आत्मा अपर आत्मा. पर आत्मा is Paramatma. Apara Atma. Para aparatma jivatma. So para apara atmanoho. Para paratmanoho. Jivatma paramatmanoho. Jivatma paramatmanoho. Yuktya ekata sambhavita. By yukti ekata, the oneness between jiva and Ishvara, oneness is sambhavita. The oneness, it is a possibility. The possibility, sambhavita, the possibility is shown. Oneness is pointed. Oneness which is a possibility, which is pointed through yukti, yuktya sambhavita. The oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma, yuktya, yukti, here it is, a yukti is Anvaya Vitireka. Anvaya Vitirekadi, Anvaya Vitireka yuktya sambhavita. Yuktya sambhavitam. Aham Satchidananda Atma, it is pointed by Shruti. Atma Aham is Sat, which is Chit, and Anandaha, Ananda Swarupaha. And Shastram says, Brahma is Sachit Ananda. Brahma is Sachit Ananda. Aham Atma Sachit Ananda. Brahma is Sachit Ananda. So both are Sachit Ananda. Therefore, I and the Brahma are one and the same. I and the Brahma, Aham and Ishvara, the Brahma. Therefore, they must be same. Therefore, Jiva Brahmanoho, Aikyam, Ekata, Sambhavita. Therefore, since both the definitions, the definition of Aham and Brahma are same, therefore, Ekata Sambhavita. Therefore, oneness is Sambhavita. The possibility of Ekata Sambhavita, the possibility of oneness is shown. Shruti says, Aham Sachit Ananda Brahma Tattamasyadi Vakyehi Lakshyate. Lakshyate indicated, pointed, revealed. The oneness is revealed by the Vakya, the sentences like Tattvamasi, Tattamasyadi, Adipadat. There are many Vakyas like that, Tattvamasi. Tattvamasi is called simple Vakya, but it is called Mahavakya. It is a simple Vakyam, but it is called Mahavakyam, the great equation. What does the Vakyam reveal? Lakshyate, Kim Lakshyate? The oneness of Jiva and Ishvara is shown as possible. Lakshyate. The oneness pointed out through Yukti. What Yukti? Anvaya Vyatireka. Started from the 38th shloka up to 42. The oneness pointed through the Yukti is revealed by Shastram. Atma Brahma iti, that what is pointed through Yukti, the Anvaya Vyatireka, it is revealed by the Shastram. Tattamasyadi Vakyehi Lakshyate. The definition of Aham is Sachit Ananda. The definition of Brahma is Sachit Ananda. Therefore, Aham and Brahma, they are same. Ekata. Tat and Tvam. Tat and Tvam, as it is revealed through Lakshanartha. What Lakshana? Bhagatyaga. Bhagatyaga. Bhagatyagena. Bhagatyaga Lakshanena Lakshyate. By implication, the oneness of Tat and Tvam, Tat Padam referring to Brahma and Tvam referring to the Jiva. Therefore, the oneness, it is revealed by Bhagatyaga, Bhagatyagena, Bhagatyaga Lakshanaya Lakshyate. It is pointed out through implication. What is Bhagatyaga Lakshana? That we will see. So a possibility is shown through, is known through Yukti, the reasoning, and all the reasoning. So here you have to understand. As I told, Yukti, the reasoning alone cannot establish this. For any knowledge, a possibility in gaining any knowledge, a possibility is known through Yukti, reasoning. Reasoning we apply in ascertaining any knowledge, but it is in keeping with that pramana. And the reasoning, all reasoning, it is based on pratyaksha. All reasoning based on pratyaksha pramanam. Pratyaksha pramanam is indriya pramanam. You apply the indriya, shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha, then you know what the objects are pratyaksha pramana. Pratyaksha gives the experience, and the experience gives the drishtanta, the example. An example is required for vyapti jnanam. For vyapti jnanam, we have anumanam, anumana vakyam, anumati. Like parvataha vandiman dhumavatvat. The mountain is on fire. How do you know? Because I could see the smoke, pratyaksha, available for my vision. It is drishyam, the smoke is drishyam. And already I know the concomitants of the smoke and the fire. I have seen that in the Pakashala, Yagashala. So Vyapti Jnanam is there. Yatra yatra vannihi tatra tatra dhumaha. Therefore, I have arrived at the Anumanam that the mountain is on fire. This is Yukti, Anumana Yukti. But here what we talk about is that in keeping with the Shastram, Shruti Sammata Tarka, it is to be understood. And the Yukti is Anuvritti, Vyavritti is a Yukti. The Yukti, the reasoning, as it is applied in Anumana Pramana, similarly, with regard to the oneness, which is revealed by the Shastram, there also we apply, it is not violating the Pramanam. The Yukti adopted is Anuvritti, Vyavritti, it is in keeping with what the Shastram reveals. Therefore, one should not take Yukti alone can establish this, no. If you say Yukti alone, then Yukti demands Pratyaksha. There is Pratyaksha here. Pratyaksha doesn't have any scope here. So therefore, not Pratyaksha. Not Pratyaksha. Pratyaksha means Pratyaksha Pramana. It is Shastra, only to Shastra. Therefore, Sa Ekata Sa, that oneness, Tattvamasya Vakyegi Lakshyate. The oneness is indicated. And this oneness, here, the possibility which is established by reasoning, here the possibility is revealed by Shastram. It is revealed by Shastram. And what Yukti does is, Yukti presents as a possibility, it is confirmed by the Shastram. It is confirmed by the Shastram. Tattvamasyadi vakyegi lakshyate. Tattvamasi is a Mahavakya. Mahavakya, they reveal the oneness between Jiva and Ishvara. Jivatma Paramatma Aikya Bodhaka Vakya Mahavakya. The words revealing the oneness between Jiva and Ishvara. The Vakyam which reveal the Akandhartha. Akandhartha Bodhaka Vakyam Mahavakya. A great equation. Sentence may be short, but what it reveals is not small thing. It's not a small thing. It reveals a oneness. And that is the Tatparyam of the Shastra. Therefore, Aham na parichinna jivaha, Aham aparichinna Brahma, Akhandartha. Akhandartha Bodhaka Vakyam, Aikya Bodhaka Vakyam, Jiveshwara Aikya Bodhaka Vakyam, Mahavakya. Tattvamasi is only one Vakyam. Adipada, there are other Vakyams. There are famous Vakyam from each Veda. From Sama Veda, Tattvamasi. This Tattvamasi is in the Sama Veda. And that too in the Chandogya Upanishad. Aham Brahmasmi, another Mahavakyam, which is in the Yajurveda. Prajnanam Brahma, another Mahavakyam, which is in Rigveda. Ayamatma Brahma, iti Atharveda Mahavakyam. So four Vedas, four Mahavakyams are generally highlighted. But not that only 4 Mahavakyams are there. In fact, many Mahavakyam in the form of a mantra, a long mantra, as we saw in Mundaka and Katha Upanishad. The mantra itself is a Mahavakya only. These are considered to be the Mahavakya because the sentence is short and reveals the one Ekata, the oneness. Therefore, these Vakyas are generally quoted as Mahavakya from each Veda. Tattvamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, Prajnanam Brahma, Ayamatma Brahma. This Mahavakya alone as Upadesha is given by the Guru to the Shishya when the person takes sannyasa, Mahavakya. So, why these four Mahavakyas? Even though there are many mantras which reveal the Ekata, the Aikyam, the Mahavakyas are there. These four Vakyas taken from four Veda. Why from four Veda? It is to show that all Vedas have got the same Tatparyam. Because the Vedas are different, four Vedas, and there are many Upanishads, not that means many Tatparyam. Every Upanishad or every Veda has got different Tatparyam. No, they have the Tatparyam, they have the commitment in showing the same Ekata, the same oneness. Therefore, Ekata Tattva Vasyadi Vakyegi Lakshyate Tattu Samanvayat. The language of Brahma Sutra, Tattu Samanvayat. All the Vedas have a commitment in revealing the same Tatparyam. And the oneness, it is Bhagatyagena Lakshyate. The oneness is revealed by the implication. Bhagatyaga Lakshana Vrittihi. Bhagatyaga Lakshana Vrittihi. Here the Vrittihi, meaning of the word Vrittihi to be understood. Vrittihi means a method by which a word reveals its meaning. That is called Vritti. Vritti has got many meanings. In the Vyakarana we say Vritti. Vritti Vakyam. We say Vritti. Sutrartaha Vrittihi iti. Anuvrittihi we say. Anuvrittihi. That you bring down as Anuvritti. Vritti can mean thought. We say Manovritti, thoughts. Vritti can means a function. An action is also called vritti. Pravritti, nivritti, pravritti, nivritti, vritti, function. Vritti also can mean a livelihood. So vritti has got many meanings. But here when we say Bhagatyaga Lakshana Vritti, means vritti is the method. The method by which a word reveals its meaning. That is called vritti. Jiveshwara Aikyam, which is revealed by the Shastram, that Aikyam, it cannot be revealed directly as the primary meaning of the words. Tat Tvam Asi, the primary meaning of the words, taking this Mahavakyam as an example. Tat meaning that. Tvam meaning you. Tat meaning that meaning Brahma, which is revealed by the Shastra. Tat Brahma, that Brahma, Tvam you, Asi, Tattvam Asi, you are Brahma. If you take the literal, the direct meaning, the Mukhyartha of the words, primary meaning of the words, Mukhyartha means primary meaning, direct meaning. If you take the Mukhyartha, the primary meaning, the words Tat Tvam Asi, the word has got accessibility to Brahma. Tat Brahma Tvam Asi. But the same Shastram says words have no access. Yatho vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha. Vachaha nivartante, words return back without being able to objectify Brahma. Brahma is not an object. Anything which is objectifiable can only be revealed by words. Anything which is available for objectification, so for example, vriksha, a tree, when I say vriksha is a word, the word has got a meaning. Meaning padartha, vriksha is a padam, and the padam has This is associated padartha, the object. Object available. Therefore, when you say vriksha, the object is objectifiable, available for your knowing. Therefore, the words reveal. The words reveal, the words have got access. Is Brahma is like that? If Brahma is also a padartha, like a vriksha, available for objectification by words, then it is in contradiction with the Shruti itself. Shruti itself says, Yato vacho nivartante aprapi, without not able to reach. Without being able to reach, it returned back. The words return back. It means the words have limitations. Words cannot objectify. Then the doubt may come. If the words cannot objectify, then Shastram is Shabdatmakam, Shabdam, the words. How does the Shastram reveal? That is what we say. Bhagatyaha Lakshana, Shastram. By words only, by words through Shabda only, this can be known, but you cannot take the direct meaning of the words. Mukyartha cannot be taken. If Mukyartha can be taken, primary meaning can be taken, it is like any other words. Any other word in the Vyavahara which refer to an object, objects which objectify an object. Therefore, this word also, Shastrika Shabda also will become a word objectifying Brahma. That is not. Here, the words cannot objectify, and therefore, if it is not objectifiable by words, therefore we cannot take the Mukyartha, the direct meaning of the words. The words cannot reveal Brahma directly. Therefore, the Shruti uses some methods of revealing Brahma. That method is called Lakshana Vrittihi. Vritti meaning method, and the Shruti uses Lakshana Vritti, arriving at the meaning of the word by implication. Because the primary meaning is not tenable. Since the primary meaning, the direct meaning of the words is not tenable in Tattvamasyadi Mahavakyam, therefore we have to go for other meanings, implied meanings. Other meaning is implied meaning. Mukyartha is primary meaning. Since we cannot take the Mukyartha, the meaning directly revealed by the words, we have to go for other meanings, implied meanings. Implied meaning, that is the Lakshana Vrittihi. So before going into what that Bhagatyaha Lakshana Vritti, let us see the different methods of revealing the meaning of the words. How the words reveal what it means by different methods. That we will see first, so that we understand what is this Bhagatyaha Lakshana Vritti. See, our forefathers are so great in the Sampradaya. How much attention, how much research, how much dedication they have put into understanding the meaning of the words. And they have developed a beautiful system to understand the Shastra, Tatparya of the Shastra. This Vritti, the method of Vritti. So the three methods of revealing the meaning of the words. First method is called Mukhya. Mukhyartha. Mukhya Vrittihi, or otherwise called Abhida Vrittihi. Otherwise called Shakti Vrittihi. These are the names. Abhida Vrittihi or Mukhya Vrittihi or Shakti Vrittihi. We can take Mukhyartha, primary or direct meaning of the words. The moment a word is uttered, the meaning, the Arthaspuranam, the meaning, what you get, what the meaning it conveys, what meaning it revealed to you. That Arthaspuranam, what happens in your buddhi, that is Mukhyartha. whatever the meaning that immediately strikes in your head when you hear the word, that is Mukhyartha, primary meaning, direct meaning. So when there is a possibility of Mukhyartha, then we must go for the Mukhyartha. When there is a possibility of Mukhyartha, understanding the Mukhyartha, understanding the direct meaning, then we have to go for it. This is an apple. You don't have to do any analysis. Etat seva palam. What analysis is required? Etat padam is there. Like tat tvamasi, tat is padam, Brahma padam. Etat is this, referring to this object. What is that? Seva palam. Here what analysis you will do? This is an apple available for your pratyaksha. So you have to take the direct meaning. Yes, this is an apple. It's a knowledge. It's an information, knowledge available for pratyaksha pramanam. Mukhyartha. You take the Mukhyartha. You don't do any mimamsa here. Taking the direct meaning of the words tat, this, seva palam, a vakya. So the meaning of the vakya is this is a seva palam. Establishing the meaning of the words, individual words, and connecting the words in the vakyam in a sensible way, understand the meaning of the sentence. When do you drop the Mukhyartha? When Mukhyartha is not tenable, then only we go for other meanings. When Mukhyartha is not tenable, when it violates the other pramanam, manantara virodhe, Mukhyartha, the direct meaning, when it contradicts the other means of knowledge. When it contradicts the other means of knowledge, and also you can drop the Mukhyartha when it is not tenable. Also, you can drop the Mukhyartha and go for the implied meaning only when it is not contradictory to other means of knowledge. Manantara virodhe. If it is contradictory to other means of knowledge, when there is virodha, if the Mukhyartha is contradictory to other means of knowledge, when there is virodha, then other meanings are applicable. Only when it is contradictory, then only you have to go for other meanings. Etatu seva palam, there is no contradiction. This is an apple. What contradiction is there? I don't have to do any inference, no anumana, etc. It is pratyaksha. What about the Mahavakyam? Tatu tam asi, tatu Brahma, tam you. You are unlimited. Brahma is unlimited. Aparichinnaha. Deshakala vastu aparichinnaha. Brahma is you. How can you say that? Can you take the Mukhyartha? If you take the Mukhyartha, I, who am this body mind sense complex, is aparichinnaha. It's contradictory. When I say body mind senses means it is parichinnam. How can it be aparichinnam? How can it be unlimited? Body has got a dimension. It has got a periphery. It has got all the dimension, height, weight, etc., complexion. And it is limited by another object. Another person is there who limits me. Second to me is there. Not only second, so many are there. Other species also there. Objects are there. I am one among the many. So you cannot say, I am this body, mind, sense, complex. That is what I am is. General understanding, going by the Mukhyartha, I cannot be unlimited. I cannot take. Mukhyartha, if you take it is pramana, it is manantara virodha. It is against logic also. How can it be? How can this body, mind, sense, complex, this me, this limited is unlimited? Contradiction. Therefore, you have to go for the other meaning. You cannot take the Mukhyartha. Therefore, you have to find Gaunartha or Lakshyartha. Tatu tvam asi. When the Shastra says, you have to go for Lakshyartha. In that case, Gaunartha or Lakshyartha should be taken. And that Artha also should be connected to Mukhyartha. That Artha also, Lakshyartha also should be connected to Mukhyartha. When primary meaning Mukhyartha is not tenable, Then we go for Gaunartha. Gaunartha means figurative meaning. I'll give example later. Figurative meaning, Gaunartha. When Gaunartha is also not tenable, then we go for the third meaning, which is implied meaning, Lakshana Vrittihi. So, Mukyartha, Gaunartha, then Lakshanartha. When Mukyartha is not tenable, when it contradicts the other means of knowledge, then we go for Gaunartha, figurative meaning. If that is also not tenable, then we go for the implied meaning, Lakshana Vrittihi. So, Mukyartha is direct meaning. That is clear. Now, what is Gaunartha? What is Gauni Vrittihi? Gaunartha, figurative meaning. Figurative meaning is one doesn't take the Mukyartha. Primary meaning doesn't apply. Gaunartha is some Guna Sadrishyam. Some Guna Sadrishyam is there, therefore Gaunartha. Like for example, this student is a lion. I am Singoyam Manavakaha. Singoyam Manavakaha. I am Manavakaha. Simhaha. This student is a lion. So what is a Mukyartha here? Mukyartha is lion. This student who is right in front of you, available for your perception, is a lion. Primary meaning is this student is a lion. Is the student a lion? Does he have nails or teeth like a lion? Does he roar like a lion? Does he have 4 legs? Does he have a tail? He doesn't have any lakshana of the lion. Then how can you call this student as a lion? Therefore, primary meaning we cannot take. The primary meaning, the student is a lion, doesn't apply. Then what is a Gaunartha? There is some Guna Sadrishyam with the lion. The student has got some similarity, Gauni, in terms of attributes, in terms of certain characteristics. He has got similarity with the lion, with the Sinha. Therefore, it is compared with the lion. So, lion-like is courageous. Lion stands for courage, strength. So, this person, the student, is very courageous. He's a courageous person. Therefore, you praise him by saying this student is a lion. It's like a lion. Guna Sadrishyatva. So, this is figurative. It is figurative. Is compared to a lion in terms of certain characteristics. Therefore, in figurative speech, the primary meaning is dismissed. The primary meaning is dismissed. Mukyartha is dismissed. When Mukyartha is not possible, then we have to go for Gaunartha, figurative meaning. When Gaunartha is also not applicable, then you go for the Lakshyartha, that is Lakshana Vrittihi, implied meaning. So direct meaning, figurative meaning, and an implied meaning. In the Mahavakya, Tat Tvam Asi, can it be figurative meaning? Figurative is Tat Brahma, you are. It means Shastram is praising you. You are Brahma. Brahma is aparichinnam. It is unlimited. It is infinite. It is Purna. Then Shastram praises you. You are also Purna. Is it a praise? Is it a words of the words of praise? What do I gain by the words of praise? I'm not, my samsara has not gone. Still I'm a suffering person. I'm suffering and the Shastram says, praises, you are Brahma. What does it do for me? The praise. It doesn't change my worry. It doesn't change my anxiety. The same unhappiness, the same insignificance continues. So can we take this as a Prashamsa Vakya of the Shastram? If it is Prashamsa Vakya, then Shastram doesn't have Tatparya. Shastram loses its Pramanatva. Because Prashamsa, any other Pramana can do. Laukika words can do. We don't need Shastram also, in fact, for that. So therefore, can it be figurative? No. You cannot take the figurative meaning of the words Tat Tvam Asi. Analyzing the words Tat Tvam See the three tripadas, tripadani, three words are there in the sentence. Therefore, we cannot take the Mukhyata, we cannot take the Gaunartha also. Then we have to go for Lakshyartha, implied meaning. And in the implied meaning, that Lakshana Vritti, there are three types. The three types of Lakshana Vritti. One type is this Bhagatyaga. The word Bhagatyaga, Tyaga is Oha Tyage in the Dhatu Pata, that Ha Dhatu, Ha is giving up. Tyage, which is in the Jugotyadhigana. Jahati, Jagitaha, Jagati. In Latlakara, the form is. So the Tyaga, which is the Hoha, the Dhatu has got the meaning Tyaga, and that Dhatu, we have the words Jagal Lakshana, Ajagal Lakshana, Jagat Ajagal Lakshana. Three types of the vritti, three types of Lakshana vritti. Three types of Lakshana vritti, implied meaning of three types. The first type is Jagati, otherwise called Jagal Lakshana vritti. The word Jagal is derived from the Dhatu Ohak Tyage. In Bhagatyaga, the word Tyaga also can be seen, therefore it can be connected to the Dhatu Ha Dhatu. And one type of this vritti is Jagal Lakshana vritti. That is the first type. Second type is Ajagal Lakshana vritti. Third type is this Bhagatyaga Lakshana. Third type is this Bhagatyaga Lakshana. Otherwise, it is called Jagat Ajagal Lakshana. So, Jagal Lakshana, Ajagal Lakshana, Jagat Ajagal Lakshana. Vritti iti. Three types of vritti, three types of the implied meanings are possible for the words of the sentence. If time is there, we will see all the vritti. Otherwise, we will see one vritti now. Let us take the first vritti, Jagal Lakshana vritti. What does it mean? As I told, vritti is a method by which you understand and you arrive at the meaning of the words of the sentence. So, Jagal Lakshana vritti, which is one of the vritti, Lakshana vritti. Lakshana vritti means Lakshyartha vritti, that is the implied meaning. You arrive at the implied meaning of the words. When direct meaning is not possible, when figurative meaning is not possible, you arrive at the implied meaning by this vritti, Jagal Lakshana vritti, the first type. There, what we do is, we have to give up the primary meaning. Give up the primary meaning and take a meaning that is connected to the primary meaning. Because primary meaning is not tenable. Therefore, since primary meaning is not tenable, therefore you take a meaning that is connected to the primary meaning. The entire primary meaning, the Mukhyartha is Jagat. Jagat is give up. The word Jagat is a Shatranta. Oh, ha is the Dhatu. From that only get Jagat, Jagal Lakshana, give up, given up. The entire primary meaning is given up. Then in its place, the implied meaning is taken. And that is connected to the primary meaning. That is connected to the primary meaning, but primary meaning should not be taken. And the implied meaning also should not be independent of the primary meaning. How? Let us see an example. When you say, I read Shakespeare. In fact, this is an example my Acharya quoted. I read Shakespeare. I read Shakespeare means what? Shakespeare is a person who lived so many centuries before. Did you read him? How can you read a person? He's a man. He's made of flesh and bone, this body. How can you read him? I read Shakespeare means you understand. I read Shakespeare's work, the work of the Shakespeare's. The whatever he had written, the poems, that I read. I read Shakespeare's work. We understand. I read Shakespeare means we don't we don't understand, we don't take the direct meaning. This person has read Shakespeare. He has read the works of the Shakespeare. The primary meaning is Shakespeare is a poet. I read Shakespeare means I read literally the person. That is the primary meaning. But that is given up. In that place, what is the implied meaning? The work of the Shakespeare is what is represented by the word Shakespeare. Therefore, Shakespeare's work, I read Shakespeare's work. This understanding through the meaning, that meaning, that's called Lakshana Vrittihi, Jagal Lakshana Vrittihi. Here, the primary meaning that Shakespeare is dropped, and in that place, Shakespeare's, the work of the Shakespeare is understood. At the same time, it is connected to the Mukhyartha, primary meaning only. So, the primary meaning is given up, dropped. Shakespeare is dropped. In the place of the Shakespeare, the work of the Shakespeare is there. So, I read the works of the Shakespeare. That is what the meaning is. That is the implied meaning. We understand from the sentence, I read Shakespeare, dropping the Mukhyartha and through the implied meaning. And that meaning is connected to the primary meaning. We understand. This is in our Vivahara. In the Vivahara, we do it. When we say India goes to New Zealand for a test series. India goes to New Zealand for a test series. What does it mean, India goes to New Zealand? India is a land, has got so many states, so much population is there. Does it mean all the people, they go from India, the whole India is vacated and go to New Zealand for a test series? And in a cricket match between only 11 players of each country can play. 11, only 2 countries, and one team can have only accommodate only 11 players. So India means not the geographical, the land, not the people also. So, but we understand India goes for tri-series with New Zealand means the Indian cricketers. So India is replaced by Indian cricketers. Going to play with the New Zealand is New Zealand cricketers. Not that literally this geographical land of this location, this and all the people is going to play with literally with the people of New Zealand or in the land. We don't take that meaning. So primary meaning is dropped and the implied meaning is understood, and the implied meaning is connected to the primary meaning. This is Jagal Lakshana Vrittihi. We give the traditional example. Gangayam Goshaha. This is the traditional example. Gangayam Goshaha. Ganga, on the bank of the Ganga, Gangayam, Saptami. Goshaha is a hut, a hermitage. There is a hut on the Ganga. That is the meaning. Gangayam Goshaha. This is a traditional example, stock example. How can there be a hut on the Ganga? Ganga is a river. River is water. Water flows. On the flowing water, you cannot construct a hut. Hut will be washed away. You cannot even keep a wood. What to talk about constructing a hut? Then what do you understand on the bank? I live on the bank of the Ganga. That is what it means. Gangayam Goshaha means I live in a hut on the banks of the Ganga. Gangayam Tiraha iti. So Gangayam Goshaha is Ganga, meaning Gangayaha Tiraha, on the bank of the Ganga. Therefore, primary meaning is Ganga, that is dropped because it's a contradiction. You cannot live on the Ganga. You cannot build a hut on the Ganga and live in it. So not possible. So primary meaning Ganga, that is a contradiction that is given up. Because on the flow of Ganga, it cannot be there. Anya Pramana Virodaha. It is Pramana Virodaha. Manantara Virode. Therefore, we give up the primary meaning. We give up literally the literal meaning of the word Ganga. And therefore, we take Lakshyartha. Ganga meaning the bank of the Ganga. The river is given up. Ganga river. I live on the Ganga river. The river is given up. And the place of the river, we bring in bank. Gangayaha Tiraha, on the bank of the river. So it is connected to the primary meaning. Connection must be there. With the total disconnection, we cannot make the meaning. So connected to the primary, at the same time, the words primary meanings, the Mukyartha is dropped, and the implied meaning is on the bank of the river is understood. In the place of Ganga, Ganga meaning the river is replaced by the bank. So primary meaning is dropped and the implied meaning is taken. This is Jagal Lakshanam. Jagal Lakshanam, Jagal Lakshana Vrittihi. Dropping the primary meaning, just drop the primary meaning, take the implied meaning. This is Jagal Lakshana. And there are other Lakshanas, two more Lakshanas are there, Ajagal Lakshana and Jagat Ajagal Lakshana. The third one, which is called another Bhagatyaha, another name, which that only the author mentions here. So Jagal Lakshana Vrittihi, there we will stop. And what about the other two Lakshana Vrittis that we will see in the next class? About this also, the discussion is there in Vedanta Sara and later. There also we will see. So here, since Bhagatyaha, the word is there, Bhagatyaha Lakshana, therefore we have to know what are the Lakshana Vrittihi. That is why there is discussion. Then we will come back to the shloka after discussing the Lakshana Vritti and then continue. So we will stop here. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.
धन्यवाद गुरुजी.